still here. Faith. I have been witness to miracles and calamity. Dimensions born und verlassen. This walks path no other can take. No! I want to be me. Someone who can answer one word. I want to keep going. This is me. Mercy faces. You wrote me. Remember.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, JC. Welcome back to my channel once again, and welcome to another Black Ops 4 Zombies video. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. This many things people say that I'm doing is gonna be a real one. This is probably one of the most emotional ones I think we've ever done on the channel, because normally we have like meme comments and stuff, and yeah, in this one there's some lighthearted comments here and there, but the topic of today's video is something that's never really happened before in the zombies community, and I wanted to make this video specifically because of that reason. And it has to do with the Blood of the Dead ending cutscene. So if you haven't seen that cutscene, I don't even know what you're doing on YouTube, because you're gonna have it spoiled for you. You probably already have it spoiled for you if you're watching this video. You probably already have it spoiled for you if you've seen any other zombie YouTuber this past week on YouTube. But basically, the Blood of the Dead ending cutscene is so freaking amazing, but it is one of the most emotional cutscenes, actually the most emotional cutscenes we've ever had in zombies, and this video serves as the community's reaction to it, your guys' reaction to it. So yeah, again, let me just reiterate, if you haven't seen that cutscene or you're planning on doing it, go do it right now before you watch this video, because you're about to get spoiled in 3, 2, 1. So Richtofen died. He died. He's dead. The mad lad sacrificed himself so we could escape the purgatory of Alcatraz, and the cycle was broken, and so many things just happened, and I have so many emotions and so many thoughts, and I can't even scratch the surface with all of my thoughts on this cutscene. So mainly I'm gonna be talking about what you guys have to say, because I'm still wrapping my head around it. But in this video, we're gonna be featuring the comments from you guys about Richtofen's death and this entire ending cutscene, and just what you guys thought about it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Jody says, I'm heartbroken. This is gonna be a depressing episode, oh my god. I don't know if I can do this one, dude. Oh man, oh no. Draco says, I was the nicest one, and you won't even remember, is greater than Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And I have to agree, it's kind of amazing how video games on their outward surface, like if you showed anyone Call of Duty Zombies, they would just see it and go, okay, I get it. You're just surviving rounds, that's it. They would have no idea that in terms of many, many people who've been playing this game forever, this cutscene probably hit deeper than Infinity War. Like honestly, this cutscene to me was sadder than the entirety of the last Avengers movie. And I love the Avengers movies. I've seen all of the Marvel movies, but being a fan of this mode for so long and seeing these characters for so long and playing as them, being immersed in that story, it hits harder, man. It does. It really, really does. Dunson says, very mixed between sad, shock, and excitement. This is me right now, because I think I said this on stream as well, but my reaction initially was, oh my god, what is happening? What is happening? Oh no, oh no, oh my god, what? Oh no, like that was my reaction the entire time. It was like a roller coaster, right? And there's just so much that happened. The actual act of Richtofen dying is sad enough on its own, and that could be enough as a cutscene as it is, but there's so much excitement for where the story is heading. There's so many things that they tease there, and we'll get to it with a little bit more of the comments in this video, but there's so many things that they tease and said, and just the fact that our story seems to be continuing now, that's insane hype, because we thought Revelations was it. We thought Revelations was the end of the story and we're just gonna get pieces of it. you know, here and there that fill in the gaps, but this ain't no filling in the gaps anymore, boys. We are on a different page. The story has changed, and that alone is insanely exciting, and just it's emotional, exciting at the same time, and I just agree. I absolutely agree with that. Chroma says, I was the nicest one, and you won't even remember. It's gonna be my yearbook quote. That's kind of too depressing for a yearbook quote. I don't know. This is kind of off topic, but back in the day, I actually did use a gaming quote as my yearbook quote. I used a quote from Assassin's Creed when I was a really big fan of the modern day Assassin's Creed storyline. And it was a quote, I believe, from Assassin's Creed Revelations, yeah. And it was Subject 16 talking to Desmond, basically saying like what life is all about in just like one sentence, and it was just so amazing. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I used that as my senior yearbook quote. I know, but this using the Richtofen's death as a senior yearbook quote, that's Chroma, don't do that. It's gonna be sad, dude. Don't do that. Stale says, it's been literally years since I've shed a tear for a moment in a game. And here I am after spending the past decade dedicating my blood, sweat, and tears to Treyarch's game series, shedding tears over the brutal death of Richtofen. A Richtofen who may have been the only nice one. I don't even think I can add any more to that. Oh man. Dr. Doom adds a point about the ending saying, all I gotta say is that the rest of the crew sure moved on fast, didn't even say goodbye, and they were so quick to trust a different Richtofen. That was just, you know, the thing about that cutscene is the fact that the characters didn't say much to their boy just sitting there literally getting drained of life. That's what made it even more depressing. Like, sure, it would have been really, really sad and emotional if they all had a few words to say to him, but in a way, it kind of makes the scene more impactful that no one's saying anything to him. He's literally dying alone. All of his friends are just trusting the new Richtofen right then and there, and this one in the present is just completely destroyed from everything. He's betrayed by his friends in a way, and it's just like, it's sad, man. It makes it so much sadder. It really does. Azure says the ending was a beautiful send-off for Richtofen. The Easter egg steps being stages of grief links perfectly with the ending of Richtofen having to accept his fate and die to provide hope for those that remain. He didn't deserve to die in the brutally depressing way that he did though. And that's the thing, man. This whole map, just from beginning to end, all the Easter egg steps, it's just like, even the Easter egg steps alone, like we're talking about here, they're the stages of grief. And not only are they the stages of grief for Richtofen himself, but they're the stages of grief for us. Like, it's preparing us for the inevitable grief that would happen after this ending was found. And it's pretty beautiful. Like, in a sad way, I agree. It's a beautiful send-off. And God, I don't even know what else to say. You guys are just like knocking it out of the park with these messages. Floppy says, honestly, one of the best, if not the best ending cutscene Treyarch has ever made. Really sad, and this was a great way to show the end of Mob of the Dead. I like how it links back with Mob of the Dead almost perfectly. Mob of the Dead starts as black and white, comes into color, and like Floppy is showing here, it begins in color and ends in black and white, and the ending of blood. And the way the whole Easter egg just connects with each other, it's so damn good. I'm always amazed of how Treyarch links things so well, and it's seeing that when it faded to black and white and it just hits you that was how Mob originally was shown to everyone. It's just like, damn boy. On a more lighter note, Let Me Smash says, y'all cry about Richtofen dying, while I, an intellectual, is weeping about the transit crew's demise. R.I.P. in peace, Misty. Thank you for bringing this up, because not a lot of people are talking about this, and this has got me pretty bothered right now. I woke up last night at like 3 a.m. and I was like, oh my God, it just hit me. Garad Krovi is now gone from the timeline. Thank you, Treyarch, for wiping out probably the best map ever. And then not only that, but Treyarch also just wants to tear down everything else I love as well. And Victis may be gone. Misty and the gang may be gone. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, I don't believe you. I don't believe they're dead, guys. I keep thinking about it, more and more, and I feel like if Treyarch wanted to say they're dead, if Treyarch wanted to make a statement and say Victis dies here as well, with this whole outro, they would have shown the life pods turning off, like the heartbeats on them, on the heartbeat monitor. They would have showed them turning off, I feel like. And the fact that they didn't show anything of them, normally in media, it's a very common thing. If something doesn't die on screen, if they die off screen, they always have a chance to come back. And I think it's the same here. The fact that there was nothing shown about Victis at all leads me to believe there's gotta be something more. I don't believe they're dead. I refuse, boys. I refuse. If you're watching the video and you've gotten to this point in the video, put I refuse Victis is dead in the chat down below. You guys are the real ones. But for real though, without all the jokes, I just don't think they're dead. I refuse to believe they're dead, and I feel like Treyarch would actually show it they died or make a statement that they're dead. And the fact they haven't, and the fact that we have some radio things on Classified with Stu talking, it leads me to believe maybe there's something more. Something might have happened to them maybe at the end of this Easter egg. I don't know, but I'm hoping they're still alive. Psychotic Panda says, honestly really enjoyed the symbolism and the storytelling. It was so cool to see the mob characters fighting off Bruce, and that's one of the best things about this Easter egg. Not a lot of people are talking about this, but the fact that the souls at the end who are fighting off Brutus for you so you get to the lab are the original mobsters that fought Weasel on the bridge, and then the bird was Al Arlington, the Weasel. That is one of the best connections we've ever had in an Easter egg, and made the whole entire Easter egg worth it for me. Like, just finding that out later, I was just like, oh my god. It's just such a good connection. Like I said this in my last video, but the fact that the prisoners are the mobsters other than Al, and that Al is the free bird, he's like the free spirit, it symbolizes that their cycle was broken. That's the canon ending to Mob of the Dead, and as their cycle was broken there, our cycle is now broken here with Richtofen dying, and now everything has changed here. So it parallels Mob of the Dead beautifully, and it's just so damn cool just seeing them come back to help our main crew. Like, it's just awesome. Like, it's probably the best part of the entire Easter egg. Name Cannot Be Blank says, had me on the verge of tears. When he said I was the nicest one and you won't even remember me, it really got to me. I really hope we get to fight Monty as part of the DLC later down the line. This is going to be a great story. I really think, guys, that with them saying in this cutscene, we're fighting Monty, we have to defeat Monty, this is whatever happens next, whenever we get the next Ether storyline map, just knowing that that's our end goal in sight, and most likely the end scenario of our entire zombie story, that is just so much hype for me and gets so many people back on board, because it just means that Revelations was not the true ending. Revelations was a red herring, it was a false ending, and now we're finally going to our real Revelations, and we're gonna fight Monty, and that's the end game of Call of Duty Zombies, of the Ether story, and it's just so exciting. And I've never seen so many people more excited about the storyline before, and they have the potential to just go anywhere now to get to that point, and it's awesome. Like, I love the fact that they just said that in this cutscene. That was the jaw-dropping moment for sure, other than Richtofen dying, of course. Newcat said Richtofen killed Richtofen that killed Richtofen. Confusing, but still sad. You know what's weird about this? Like, you're absolutely right. Richtofen killed Richtofen, who killed Ultimus Richtofen. And when you put that down on paper and you tell somebody about this story, it sounds like that's just a jumbled up mess and it wouldn't really be that emotional because we've had so many Richtofens already dying. But it's almost in another way, it just needs to be said that the fact that Treyarch can draw this much emotion from us to a character that we've already seen die, like in multiple other ways, it's kind of amazing that that's how connected we are with this story. That's how emotionally invested we are in this story. And you're right, it is confusing, but it's still damn sad. Like, we've had so many Richtofens die, but this one felt real, man. It felt real, so much realer than the others. Ray says, man, after all these years of fighting, it seems like Richtofen is finally drained. All right, moving on. Okay, all right. That's a good meme. Bullet shot. What is up with these memes that we're getting now? It says premise crew while Richtofen is talking. It's so true. Just peaced out, dude. Like, see you later, fam. We've been good since Origins though, but we gone now. Like, hey, we saw this new one in robes. He's looking good. We're gonna follow him now. Like, that's exactly what happened. Mike says if Jug was in the game, I'm moving on from that one. Okay, Monty says, I don't know about the ending, but looking back at Lex's channel, you lying if you're telling me that Lex didn't move from zombies to Overwatch for a few months. Why are you tweeting this at the, what? Why are you tweeting this at me? What does this have to do with the Blood of Dead ending? I mean, you right, but I made Overwatch videos too. Cue the Overwatch funnies, because we absolutely need it on this day.
Dude, listen. Mercy skin is straight trash.
The hell? No. All right, now that the meme section is out of the way, Bailey says, I wonder, do the gang just continue to garage? That's just the thing I was talking about in this video. Because now the cycle is being broken, because Richtofen, the, I guess we should call him post-Great War Richtofen or whatever, that Richtofen who's seen the whole entire cycle and who's now breaking the cycle, that Richtofen tells Nikolai that he needs to keep his soul. He has a greater purpose, a greater calling. And now, boys, that means Garad is not going to happen, or it's not going to happen in the same way. I wouldn't even be surprised if we don't even have anything to do with Stalingrad in the next Ether map. I honestly don't think we'll go back there. I think we'll have something entirely different. That has me excited because obviously I want to see new maps, but at the same time, rip my boy Garad, like literally my favorite map ever, right? It's wild. Garad and Rev are truly gone. Like, they're gone. The timeline is gone. It's just chunked off like that. So no, they're not going to go to Garad. They're gonna go somewhere else probably and try to continue to break the cycle in their way and have freedom and defeat Dr. Monty, and Nikolai has to do something else, which it's so exciting, man. Like, it is. It's really exciting. And finally, boys, we reached our final comment on today's Things People Say, and this comment right here perfectly sums up what this cutscene is like for the entire community, okay? Just bear with this comment. You're not gonna be able to take this one, but it's true. It's 100% fact, and it comes from our boy, The Smith Plays, saying sadder than Toy Story 3. And with that, boys, this video has come to a close. But yeah, this has been me, JC. Hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys.